Patagonia, a land of vast horizons and ancient secrets. Millions of years ago, this place was a stage for a spectacle of power and survival, a world where nature played alongside life forms that defied our imagination. And at the height of this era, a predator emerged that redefined the concept of fear, the Giganotosaurus. Imagine a titan, a mountain of muscles and serrated teeth, capable of shaking the very ground with every step. We are not talking about a monster from folklore legends, but a real creature, a carnivorous machine. Giganotosaurus was not just big, it was a skilled predator designed for maximum performance. On this journey, we will unravel the mysteries of this giant, exploring the mysteries of its lost kingdom. We will delve into the depths of time, where each fossil tells a story of struggle, adaptation, and survival. Prepare to witness the magnificence of Giganotosaurus, the true shadow king of Patagonia, a predator that, for a moment in history, reigned supreme. This is not just a documentary. It is an expedition into the heart of the Cretaceous period, an opportunity for you to walk among giants and discover the secrets of a world that both fascinates and terrifies us to this day. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a gigantic skull, nearly the size of a small car. It wasn't just a bunch of bones. It was a bony fortress, designed to withstand devastating impacts and crush bones like they were nothing more than dry twigs. Every fissure, every suture in Giganotosaurus' skull served a purpose: maximum predatory efficiency. Now imagine its jaws. They weren't mere levers of flesh and bone. They were machines of destruction, articulated with surgical precision. Its teeth, serrated like knife blades, didn't just pierce, they tore through flesh, slicing brutally. Each bite was a spectacle of strength and precision, capable of reducing even the toughest bones to splinters. But Giganotosaurus was more than just head and jaws. Its body was a symphony of strength and agility, an organism designed to hunt and dominate. Its spine, at once robust and flexible, allowed for impressive mobility. Its long, muscular tail served as a perfect counterbalance, providing balance and stability during high-speed pursuits. And its legs? Imagine living columns, capable of propelling this colossal beast forward at astonishing speed for its size. Each step shook the earth, a living reminder of the sheer power it possessed. Meanwhile, its arms, although smaller compared to some of its theropod relatives, were equipped with razor-sharp claws, perfect weapons for gripping and tearing apart its prey with deadly precision. Giganotosaurus was not just a predator. It was a titan, a true masterpiece of carnivorous evolution. The story of Giganotosaurus did not begin in sophisticated laboratories or paleontology books, but in the vast and hospitable landscapes of Patagonia. It was the year 1993 when an ordinary man, driven by a passion for prehistory, made an extraordinary discovery. Ruben Dario Carolini, an amateur fossil hunter, was driving his buggy through the arid lands of Villa El Chocón, Argentina, when something caught his eye. On the ground, partially buried in the rock, was a colossal bone. He braked suddenly. His heart raced. This was no ordinary bone. It was the tibia of a giant, a harbinger of something that would change forever what we knew about prehistoric predators. The news spread quickly and soon reached the ears of paleontologists at the National University of Comiu. A team of experts was sent to the site, and what they found exceeded all expectations. That solitary bone was just the tip of the iceberg. Painstaking excavations revealed a veritable fossil jigsaw puzzle. Skull, vertebrae, limbs, each fragment formed the silhouette of a colossal predator. Scientists knew they were looking at something unique. Now imagine the moment when researchers finally put the pieces together. Standing before them was a predator that challenged everything we knew about carnivorous dinosaurs. Giganotosaurus wasn't just big, it was massive. Its size and ferocity could even rival the famous T-Rex. Carolini's discovery wasn't just a paleontological find. It was a revelation, a reminder that the Earth still holds unimaginable secrets beneath its surface. And on that day, one of those secrets finally came to light. Now, Close your eyes and try to imagine a world where the air is thick and humid, where vegetation stretches for miles, forming impenetrable forests and treacherous swamps. Time goes back 98 million years, and you find yourself in the Candeleros Formation, a prehistoric paradise in the heart of Patagonia. Here, life pulsates in every shadow. Tiny amphibians hop between leaves, reptiles slink silently, while colossal dinosaurs walk slowly across the plains. But among them all, one predator stands out, the Giganotosaurus. Larger than a bus and more agile than its appearance would suggest. It patrols the riverbanks, lurks in the shadows of the forest, and hunts with deadly precision. Every movement is calculated. Every step is a silent warning of its presence. But this world does not belong to it alone. Andosaurus, a huge sauropod, lumbers across the plains, munching on leaves, unaware of the watchful eyes watching it. Further ahead, another hunting giant, Mapusaurus, fights for territory and prey with Giganotosaurus. Survival here is not guaranteed. It is earned. Now, imagine the scene, the sudden silence. The herd of sauropods moves, oblivious of the danger hidden in the dense vegetation. Giganotosaurus watches, its eyes lock on a target. A young sauropod, a little away from the group, the perfect opportunity. Then the attack, a burst of speed and strength. The ground shakes. A roar rips through the air and the giant lunges. Its jaws snap shut with brutal force, as its victim struggles desperately to escape. But nature follows its own rules, and on that day, Giganotosaurus reaffirms its position at the top of the food chain. The Cretaceous wetlands were a spectacle of life and death, a stage where predators and prey played out their roles in a delicate balance. And at the center of this savage world, Giganotosaurus reigned supreme, the true lord of the shadows. Giganotosaurus was no accident of nature. It was part of something much larger. A lineage of giants, a dynasty of colossal predators that ruled the earth for millions of years. These carnivorous kings were the carcharodontosaurid, a family that redefined the top of the food chain. Now, imagine this elite of hunters spread across the continents. Carcharodontosaurus, the titan of North Africa, with its serrated jaws and a size that rivaled T-Rex itself, it was the lord of the desert, a beast of epic proportions. Mapusaurus, the cooperative hunter of Patagonia, slenderer, more agile, it hunted in packs, challenging the idea that carnivorous dinosaurs were always solitary. Acrocanthosaurus, the monster of the North American plains. With its imposing spines, it combined brute strength with speed, a true colossus among predators. Each of these giants had its own characteristics, but they all shared common traits. Massive skulls, serrated teeth, and bodies designed for speed and strength. They were perfect killing machines, refined by evolution to dominate their respective territories. But this dynasty was not just about size and strength. It was about adaptation and supremacy. Each species found its niche, its strategy, its way of ensuring that no prey was safe. Carcharodontosaurids didn't just exist, they thrived, shaping the prehistoric world with their overwhelming presence. And among these kings, one stood tall in the shadows of Patagonia, Giganotosaurus. With its combination of speed, intelligence, and brutal strength, reigned as one of the largest and most formidable predators that ever lived. The history of these creatures is not just a tale of the past. It is a reminder that the earth was once ruled by titans, and that there is still much to be learned about them. Even the greatest empires fall. Giganotosaurus, the shadow titan of Patagonia, was no exception. Its reign of strength and supremacy met its inevitable end. But how did such a powerful predator disappear from the face of the earth forever? Imagine a world in flux. The late Cretaceous was not just a time of change. It was a time of chaos. Seas rose, temperatures fluctuated, ecosystems crumbled. The fertile land that had sustained an empire of giants began to dry up, and wetlands that had once teemed with life were transformed into barren, inhospitable landscapes. Giganotosaurus's prey began to disappear, forcing it to wander ever further afield in search of food. Competition became fierce. Other predators, such as the ferocious abelisaurids, fought for every carcass, every drop of blood spilled. The balance of the world was breaking. But the final blow did not come from the ground. It came from the sky. A gigantic asteroid tore through the Earth's atmosphere in a blinding flash, striking the planet with indescribable force. The impact was apocalyptic. The Earth shook, colossal waves swept across the continents. Fires consumed entire forests. The sky went dark. Sunlight was blocked for years. Temperatures plummeted, and the Earth plunged into a nuclear winter. And so, an empire of millions of years dissolved into dust. The extinction was not quick. It was a cruel fight against time and circumstances. Without food, without shelter, without any chance of adaptation, the giants of the Cretaceous disappeared one by one. The Giganotosaurus, one of the most feared predators in history, was taken by the same fate that annihilated so many other colossuses. But its story does not end there. Its fossils, hidden in the rocks of Patagonia for millions of years, continue to tell its story. They are more than bones. They are witnesses to a lost age, a reminder that life on Earth is a perpetual cycle of rise and fall. Giganotosaurus is gone, but its legacy lives on, and its story teaches us a fundamental lesson. No one, not even the strongest, is above the forces of nature. The journey through time has brought us into the presence of a true titan. Giganotosaurus was not just a predator. It was a sovereign, a colossus that, for a brief moment in Earth's history, reigned supreme over the vast landscapes of Patagonia. But the story of Giganotosaurus goes far beyond its strength. It teaches us about the fragility of life, about the inevitable transformation of the world, about the unbreakable cycle of existence. The fossils we excavate, the rocks we study, the fossilized footprints we find, all of these connect us directly to a distant past, a world lost but not forgotten. Giganotosaurus reminds us that Earth is a stage of constant change, where empires rise and fall, where life flourishes and dies. But its legacy is not just in the stones. It is in our imagination, in our curiosity, and in our relentless search for knowledge. Just as scientists dare to dream of bringing dinosaurs back to the movies, we, through science, can relive their history. We can rebuild its world, understand its secrets, and learn from its past. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson from Giganotosaurus. May the journey through the past inspire us to protect the future. May we preserve biodiversity, understand our impact on the planet, and respect the natural forces that govern life. Because, in the end, we are just a small part of a much larger story. And that story deserves to be told and remembered.